Hello everybody, video here for you today. This is the No Cap recap of the Curse of Oak Island Season 12, Episode 9 called Brick by Brick. Originally aired January 21st, 2025. If you missed any of my recaps of previous episodes, there's a link to my Oak Island playlist in the upper right. Let's get into it. Previously, on the Curse of Oak Island, people have been looking for an incredible treasure for 230 years. While the drilling program continues in the Money Pit area to provide information on less explored areas so that the team can more wisely choose caisson locations, the hand excavation of Lot 5 is still ongoing. Gary metal detects but can't dig out items of interest as he usually does because the area has been designated as a special place, which means it has to be hand excavated by an archaeologist. He first hits iron in the wall of this feature. The Lot 5 excavation area seems to be continuously expanding as the archaeologists continue to uncover adjacent sections. Gary thinks this hit is gold. Laird will be hand excavating the detector hits. To the east, in the swamp between Tom Nolan's road and the eye of the swamp to the south of it, near the cobble road, Alex digs near a rectangular thick piece of slate. He uncovers small cobblestones. And then more of the slate and bricks next to it. The bricks appear to be old and handmade. Laird is called and he agrees with the assessment and has no problem with excavation continuing. He is pointing to where Anthony Graves' house used to be. Graves bought a majority of Oak Island in 1857 from the estate of John Smith, one of the original Money Pit discoverers in 1795. Instead of living on Lot 18 where the Money Pit is, Graves built a house on Lot 11. After living on the island for some time, he was known to buy things from local merchants using old Spanish coins. In the Money Pit area, the newest borehole spoils include axe-cut wood, including these two pieces that seem to fit together. The location is almost directly south of the garden shaft. More of the swamp structure is uncovered. One of the Lot 5 Gary detections is followed up on by Laird and turns out to be a button. The eye is intact and has overlapping parts. This shot shows a little more of the design on it. The new borehole is D.75-6.6, just a few feet from the last one, and off the southwest corner of the head and shaft. Terry sees some wood grain in the core sample and says it could be clipping the edge of another structure. At 157 feet, there is a void. Perhaps the location of the treasure they are seeking, as shown in a still from a drilling animation. Rick joins Laird, Emma, and other members of the team in the lab for the report on the Lot 5 button. This is the CT scan of the front and the back. The button is made from a copper alloy that includes zinc, lead, and iron. This is the X-ray fluorescent scan. Emma describes it as floral design with intricate petals. Gary says it has an Englishy feel to it. Emma says a safe bet would be 1700s, but could go into the late 1600s. The late 1600s coincide with the dates of these Lot 5 finds that are scientifically linked to William Phipps, who under-delivered to the English crown the documented manifest amount of treasure that was supposed to be on the wreck of the Spanish galleon Concepcion. His Freemason partner, Andrew Belcher, was captured near Oak Island, so the theory is that some of that treasure was hidden on Oak Island. Back in the northern part of the swamp, near the Graves House location, Dr. Spooner checks out the structure and says he hasn't seen anything like it. He will get samples of the sediment for testing. Dr. Spooner also says none of the muck would have been there and that it would have been meadow-like before the area was turned into a swamp. Laird says they can section the bricks to get more information about them. Rick and Steve arrive, and Steve reports that the elevation is the same as the cobble path. Rick says that the Graves house was 100 feet away, and that his relatives tore the house apart looking for treasure. He goes on to say that this structure would be a good place to hide things. Rick suggests artifact recovery and seeing how deep it goes by removing the soil around it. He also says that there could be several vaults like it in the swamp. Next time on an all-new The Curse of Oak Island episode airing January 28, 2025, called Graves Concerns, as the Fellowship uncovers more of the mysterious structure in the swamp. Artifacts within it suggest it could be a vault with a compelling history. I'll be continuing the Curse of Oak Island recaps as new episodes air late Tuesday nights. I'll also continue Season 8 Retro No Cap recaps. All of the other seasons and episodes are done and are in my Oak Island playlist. I'm also slowly doing Retro No Cap recaps of Seasons 2 through 4 of The Secret of Skinwalker Ranch as I get time. Seasons 1 and 5 are done and are in that Skinwalker Ranch playlist. Thanks so much for watching. Please subscribe, like, and comment. Sempre avanti.